Grainhound, my man Grainhound from Discord. If you could answer hop utilization calculations when scaling up batches from homebrew size to 7 barrel. I think that's a great question. And if I'm remembering correctly, my man Grainhound is using Beersmith. I would lean on that, man. It sounds like he has potentially a collab coming up with somebody on the pro side. But either way, what you want to do is you want to input all the parameters that you can for the larger system that you're going into, that you're going to be scaling up to. It does a pretty good job of scaling for you. I'm really not going to lie. Like I would say this. I would look at just run your percentages the way you normally would with your grain. It's possible that brew house is going to be a little bit more efficient than yours, but talk to the person. I'm talking about it in a collab way right now. But if you're scaling from one thing to another, kind of shoot middle of the road. If you're a little high, you're okay. If you're a little low, you're fine too, right? But hop utilization is the tricky one for people that are going from smaller batch sizes to larger. And the primary function really is it's having alpha acids in that wort really above, like, dude, really 160. It's going to happen slower. Utilization is going to drop at lower temps. But the longer that wort is over those temps, you're gonna keep producing IBUs, isomerized alpha acid in those beers, and especially if you're doing your 20-minute edition, 10-minute edition, your whirlpool, and really for me, I mean, when I whirlpool hop a beer, that those hops are going to be hot for a long time, man. It takes a while. It's 45 minutes probably by the time my whirlpool settle, maybe even a little bit more, and then run into a fermenter. So that bitterness is going to continue to be generated. That said, though, if you get solid specs plugged into Beersmith, man, that stuff works well. That stuff works well. I would target, like, if you have a 30 IBU beer, and let's say for argument's sake you can get 25 bitterness units in at 60, that's great. That's gonna be pretty reliable. And maybe it's one of your later editions that might generate more bitterness. So just look at it and say, well, okay, I'm expecting 5 IBU for my 20-minute edition. Once you build out your larger scale profile in there, per the larger size equipment, put that hop edition in, and then just build it for 5 IBU. Don't worry about scaling up the size, and it'll probably adjust quite well for you.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.